But what would you say to either to managers or to people who are not as organized? Because you have to be organized and manage your day and know your responsibilities. What would be a good way to integrating all of this and allowing people to, hey, instead of you have to be at your desk 8 hours, I want to see you there. You have to be online on Teams. You have to be on call and respond messages right away, because if not, I don't trust you're working, right? Like that's obviously toxic. What would be a good way to transition so that we allow people to do more of that? What would be a good way for companies to rethink, hey, there's all this science, we've seen it, even leaders, they might have experienced it. How do we build that trust that everybody's going to do it and build systems so that we know that we're getting people there, right? Like even the people who are not as productive, not as organized, how do we get them to better manage their time so that everybody can be at their best by going according to their daily rhythms?
Yeah, I would say if you're a manager and you're saying you have to be on Teams for 8 hours a day so I can see that you're working, you're either a control freak or you hired the wrong people, which makes you a pretty bad manager.
Yeah.
So let's just call a spade a spade. Um, I think what you need to do is say when are you at your best? What kind of cadence? Now, it doesn't mean you're going to be able, especially if you're managing, say, a team of 50, you're not going to be able to cater to anybody. But doing things by saying, hey, team, guess what? We're going to be monitoring your calendars. And if we see 4 back to back to back to back Zoom calls from noon to 4 with no break, we're going to come alongside you and help you develop the skills to manage your time better. So instead of doing 4 back to back to back, you're going to do 2 back to back, and you're going to give yourself in your calendar 20 minutes. And you make it a mandate to say, look, there is no reason that anybody in this company should be sitting on a Zoom call for 4 hours
Mm-hmm.
across this. So we're going to actually customize our calendars, and you can use a tool like Calendly to say, I'm going to put 15 minutes before, 15 minutes after. When I do a coaching call, it's an hour. It's a lot. And I'm mentally invested. The
Mm-hmm.
last thing I want to do for myself, and quite frankly, for my next client,
Right.
is jump right to another coaching call.
Mm-hmm.
So what I do is I build 15-minute buffers to say, all right, I'm done with that. Now I get to walk away, fill up my water, go sit outside, enjoy the sunshine. Sometimes I just stare out the window, but it allows me to mentally rejuvenate to get ready for the next call. So as a manager, you can do that. If you're an individual and say, well, I'm unorganized and I don't manage my time well, that's a skill that can be developed. And you can do that. So when you say I can't, or I'm just this way, it's just the way I am, what you're really saying is I don't want to try hard enough to improve to a level that I can give it my all when I'm there and when I'm working.